The Vanishing Hitchhiker of Bluebell Hill. It was a cold, foggy night in November 1965. Christopher Dauber was driving home after a long day at work. The road twisted through the dark woods of Bluebell Hill in Kent, England. The trees swayed in the wind, their branches scratching at the sky like bony fingers. Christopher turned on the radio, but all he heard was static. He sighed and turned it off. The only sound was the hum of his car's engine and the occasional hoot of an owl. Then, out of nowhere, a figure appeared in the middle of the road. Christopher slammed on the brakes. The tires screeched and his car skidded to a stop. His heart pounded as he looked up. Standing in front of his car was a young woman in a white dress. Her long hair was wet, clinging to her pale face. She stared at him with hollow, sad eyes. Christopher jumped out of the car. "Are you okay? I almost hit you," he said, his voice shaking. The woman didn't answer. She just stood there shivering. "You shouldn't be out here alone," Christopher said. "Let me give you a ride." The woman nodded slowly and got into the back seat. Christopher turned up the heat, but she still trembled. "What's your name?" he asked. No reply. Christopher glanced in the rearview mirror, and his blood turned to ice. The back seat was empty. "What the—" He spun around. The woman was gone. The car doors were still locked. There was no way she could have left without him noticing. Christopher's hands shook as he stepped out of the car. He searched the road, the woods, even under the car. Nothing. The woman had vanished. Terrified, he drove straight to the nearest police station. The officers listened to his story, their faces grim. "You're not the first person to see her," one officer said. "That ghostly hitchhiker has been haunting Bluebell Hill since the 1930s. Christopher's stomach dropped. "A ghost?" The officer nodded. "Some say she died in a car accident years ago. Others say she was a bride who never made it to her wedding. But one thing's for sure, she's still looking for a ride home." Christopher never drove on Bluebell Hill at night again. But sometimes, when the fog rolls in, drivers swear they see a woman in white standing by the road, waiting. And if you stop for her, she might just disappear before your eyes. The Ghostly Children of Clinton Road. Clinton Road in New Jersey was known for its creepy stories. People said it was haunted, especially by the ghosts of children who had died there long ago. Most drivers avoided the road at night, but Jake didn't believe in ghosts. One rainy evening, Jake's car GPS took him down Clinton Road. The trees loomed over the narrow street, their branches twisting like bony fingers. The only light came from his headlights, cutting through the thick fog. "This place is creepy," Jake muttered, gripping the steering wheel tighter. Then he heard it. Laughter. Soft, playful giggles, like children playing. His heart pounded. He looked around, but saw nothing. "Just the wind," he told himself. A small figure darted across the road. Jake slammed the brakes. His car skidded, tires screeching. He looked around wildly. Nothing was there. "What was that?" he whispered. Then, knock, knock, knock. Jake froze. Someone, or something, was knocking on his window. Slowly, he turned his head. A pale little boy stood outside, his hollow eyes staring straight at Jake. His clothes were old-fashioned, torn and wet. He smiled, but it wasn't a happy smile. It was cold. "Can you help us?" the boy asked, his voice echoing strangely. Jake's breath came fast. What do you need?" The boy pointed into the dark woods. "Our ball rolled away. Can you get it?" Jake didn't want to leave the car, but something made him open the door. The moment he stepped out, the air turned icy. The boy was gone. "Hello?" Jake called. No answer. Suddenly, more laughter filled the air, dozens of children laughing. Shadows moved between the trees. Small hands reached out toward him. Jake stumbled back, but something grabbed his ankle. A little girl, her face half hidden in shadows, held on tightly. "Stay and play with us," she whispered. Jake yanked his leg free and jumped into his car. He hit the gas, speeding down the road. In the rearview mirror, he saw them. Dozens of ghostly children, their eyes glowing, their smiles too wide. They chased him, their laughter turning into screams. Jake never drove down Clinton Road again, but sometimes, late at night, he still hears the laughter and the knocking on his window. The Black-Eyed Children of Cannock Chase. It was a cold, foggy night when Jake decided to take a shortcut through Cannock Chase. The forest was known for its creepy stories, but Jake didn't believe in ghosts. He just wanted to get home fast. As his car rolled down the dark road, the trees seemed to lean closer, their branches scratching at the windows like bony fingers. The radio crackled and went silent. Jake frowned but kept driving. Then, out of nowhere, two figures stepped into the road. Jake slammed on the brakes, his heart pounding. The headlights lit up two small children, a boy and a girl. They were pale, wearing old-fashioned clothes, and their eyes were completely black, like empty holes. Jake's hands trembled on the wheel. The children didn't blink. They just stared. Knock, knock, knock. The sound made Jake jump. The girl was tapping on his window. Her voice was soft, but strange, like it came from far away. "Please, sir, can we have a ride home?" Jake's throat went dry. Something was wrong. The forest was too quiet. No crickets, no wind, just silence. "We're cold," the boy said, his black eyes unblinking. "Let us in." Jake's fingers hovered over the door lock. A voice in his head screamed, "Don't let them in." I can't," Jake stammered. "I'll call help for you." The girl's smile dropped. Her face twisted into something angry. "Let us in," she shrieked, banging on the glass. Jake gasped and hit the gas. The tires screeched as he sped away. In the rearview mirror, the children stood in the road watching him. Then, they vanished. Panting, Jake didn't stop until he was far from the forest. He never took that shortcut again. And if you ever drive through Cannock Chase at night, don't stop for the Black-Eyed Children. If you like the video, please give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.